You know, folks, the most frustrating part about MAGA is the zero consistency. Whatever it is that they're up in arms about that day, whichever culture war it is they're fighting, whatever they're upset about, is something that they would completely turn a blind eye to if it was Donald Trump. Would make no difference. You could show them facts, evidence, you could bring all the receipts you wanted. They will write all of that off as fake news, and then they themselves will go out of their way to create things, to create AI, to try to make the other side look bad. Meanwhile, that's what they're accusing us of doing every step of the way. It's so annoying. But we shouldn't be surprised because they are the ultimate trolls, just like Donald Trump. Donald Trump truly is the greatest troll that ever ran for a public office, and he inspired other people to be trolls. So I'm not surprised at all when I saw this video from Libs of TikTok where they tried to slow down Kamala's speech to make it appear as though she was drunk. And they're wanting to make people think she's hammered, she's wasted. It is so ridiculous. But take a look at this clip.
Mate, and they'll talk about, oh, well, yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay, all right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. Let's break that down. Action, Trump and his running mate, and they'll talk about, oh, well, yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay, all right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. Let's break that down. So we're saying that we're going to create public policy. Trump and his running mate. And they'll talk about, oh, yeah, but I do believe in the exception. I do believe in to save the mother's life. To save the mother's life. All right, let's break that down, shall we?
Folks, that just absolutely reeks of desperation. When you reach a point in the game where you realize you're losing to the point that you start creating AI to make it appear as though someone is drunk, when we have brought receipt after receipt after receipt of Donald Trump slurring his words, we've pointed out how that he referred to Nikki Haley or referred to Nancy Pelosi as Nikki Haley. We've pointed out how that he thought that he ran against Obama back in 2016, how that he thinks Biden is still the president, or how he thought Obama was still the president. And anytime we point out things like that, we say, you know what, maybe he's slipping just a little bit. Oh, no, he's just doing that to play with the media, man. He's just doing that to create stories to get people talking. He knows the media will bite, so he was just saying that stuff. When he said he lost by a whisker, when he finally came out and admitted, he said, oh, I was just being sarcastic. And everyone just rolled with it. But they're that desperate that they're actually creating AI images of Kamala Harris appearing to be drunk. And meanwhile, if you think that's bad that some troll group somewhere would do this, well, Donald Trump will repost this kind of thing. This is the very type of thing that he will repost because he is just as desperate as the rest of them, even more so because it's his future that's on the line here, more so than theirs. I mean, they'll just switch with whatever the new flavor of the day comes out. They'll just go to that. But Trump is going to be left with it, and it's pretty damn hilarious. But I know you're not going to be shocked. I started to say you'll be shocked. I know you're not going to be shocked when I read to you this story here from Midas Touch. Trump shared fake image claiming Kamala Harris attended Diddy's freak off. Are any of you shocked by this, that he would do something like this? I mean, this is as ridiculous as it comes. So Trump shared a fake image which altered a photo of Kamala Harris with Montel Williams and his daughter Ashley at the 8th annual race to erase multiple sclerosis in 2001. Trump's meme replaces Montel Williams with an image of Diddy and seems to imply that Diddy, who was recently indicted for sex crimes, has had two dates at his side, Montel Williams' daughter, Ashley, and Kamala Harris. Diddy has been accused by the U.S. Attorney's Office of hosting massive baby oil and drug-fueled freak-offs in which he would fly in sex workers from multiple states to engage in prolonged sexual activities with multiple people. Trump's meme implies that Harris has been being sexually involved with Diddy and participated in his freak-offs. I mean, look at this, folks. Look how ridiculous this is. That a guy running to be leader of the free world posted something this ridiculous. Madam Vice President, have you ever been involved or engaged in one of Puff Daddy's freak-offs? Well, let's go on down here just for a minute. So this week, Montel Williams called out a now deleted post of an unaltered photo claiming that he was Diddy. Williams stated, "Here they go again with all black people look alike." MAGA Republican accounts have previously used unaltered photo of Kamala Harris with Montel Williams and his daughter Ashley Williams to attack Kamala in vulgar ways. So here is the original photo where they replaced Diddy right here. And then look what this person here posted. Did you know that before she was vice president, Kamala Harris was hoeing around the red carpets with celebrities trying to get some clout? Here she is, one of Montel Williams' dates in 2001. She wasn't even worthy of being the only one, just a side piece. I mean, how pathetic and low down these people truly are. In August, Williams responded to the MAGA account using the photo of Kamala Harris dating him as an attack, and Montel had this to say: Kamala and I briefly dated about 20 years ago when we were both single. So what? I have great respect for Senator Harris. I wonder if the same stories about her dating history would have been written if she were a male candidate. Well, for sure, if she was Donald Trump, it would not have mattered. If she was anyone in MAGA, it would not have mattered. But take a look on down here, folks. MAGA accounts are now pushing the fake altered image showing Diddy with Montel Williams' daughter and Kamala Harris to push their false attacks. And now Trump himself has applied the fake image to his millions of followers. This isn't the first time that Trump has launched sexual theme attacks against Kamala Harris. In August, Trump shared an Alanis Morissette parody. Sorry, I can't talk today. Implying Kamala Harris traded oral sex for a boost to her career. Look at this. This was reposted by Donald Trump. Picture of Hillary Clinton here with Kamala. Funny how blowjobs impacted both their careers differently. Folks, that is the type of thing that Donald Trump engages in. You know, it's one thing that he has this rabid base of idiots that engages in that type of thing. It's a completely different thing that he himself will repost that kind of garbage. And then the one thing that you'll always hear them say, and this one is the one that is just so annoying, is when they say, well, this is of great interest to people. People are interested in this. Yeah, people are. People are interested in creating dirt, and they're interested in passing dirt around. It doesn't make that dirt to be true. People loves to stir the pot, and I have seen so many people sharing pictures of Diddy with Taylor Swift and sharing that image and trying to say, oh, I can't wait for the list to come out, and they think it's a flex. But we all know that if Trump were to ever be on a list like that, or Melania were to ever be on a list like that, or anyone on the MAGA side of the aisle, they would completely say it was fake news, even if we had the proof right there in front of their face. They would find a way to say, oh, no way, it's fake news. The Democrats just created this. Meanwhile, they will purposely share this stuff. And when it's proved to be AI, well, it's of great interest to people. People are talking about this. Yeah, there are a whole lot of conspiracy theories that people have talked about for years that aren't true. And there's a whole lot of things that people have talked about. And once you put something out there in the world and it gets in the mind of someone that weak and fragile, they will continue to repeat it. Folks, I remember a time back years ago when I knew people who were known liars. You know, they just were the kids you went to school with or the person in your family that just when they came to dinner, you knew they were telling you a bullshit story. But back then, we didn't have cell phones in our pocket to be able to open it up and fact check somebody. And back then, someone could come in and they could tell you that they heard that Kamala Harris was at one of, Diddy's freak-offs. They could say that 30 years ago, and you just have to sit there and take it. But nowadays, you can pull up pretty quickly and go, nope, that's been debunked. That's not true. But they still won't buy it. They still won't believe you if you point out that it's not true because they've been trained that anything that speaks ill of them is fake news and it was all rigged against them. And that is classic cult-like mentality. I do not feel bad anymore for calling them a cult. I used to feel bad. I used to say, man, I really wish I didn't have to use that word when describing people who lives right around me, who I went to school with growing up, who I played music in front of for years, good, hardworking people that are otherwise good people. That's the thing. I'm not saying that everybody that buys into this kind of crap are bad people. They're just the type of people that buys into it. And some people will share something like that knowing it ain't true, but thinking that it's funny. And they don't care if someone else thinks it's true and passes it along. And how many times have we came out and said, hey, I got that wrong. I did it mid-video. I said, hey, wait a minute, I want to correct myself. I just realized I misspoke a few minutes ago in this video. I don't want that getting out into the world. But that's not what we're dealing with when it comes to MAGA. And Donald Trump is so desperate that he will latch on to these trolls and push them and platform them. That's the type of people Donald Trump has no problem platforming. And that right there should be enough to disqualify him from ever running for office. I hear so many people talk about, policy. They can't name any of them, but they just love to say that word. But I hear so many people talk about how, well, the grocery bill was cheaper under Trump, blah, blah, blah. But this is a guy who engages, and that does that not show you just how desperate that he truly is, that he would start sharing fake imagery and that they would be out there trying to alter videos. What I do on this channel, I bring up the clip, I show you what they said, I react to what they said, I give my opinion on what they said. And the thing is, I don't need to alter a video of Donald Trump. That's the thing. I don't need to alter his. I don't need to slow down his speech or make him appear drunk or make him say something that he didn't. Hell, he says it all himself. And the people he surrounds himself, the people he platforms, they say it themselves. So when their dirty laundry comes out, I'm like, well, who really cares? I mean, their dirty laundry is every time they open their mouth into a live microphone. But that's the kind of people we're going to be dealing with, and we still got a ways to go. So make sure that you're registered to vote. I went ahead and did today because I had moved recently, and I went ahead and got the jump on it and made sure that everything was up to date. I'm registered. I'm ready to go, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about this election and excited to vote in it because I truly feel like we're at a turning point in American history. And I feel like we can have a new day and a new era in American politics if Kamala Harris is elected. And I really feel as though if Trump were to be reelected, I don't even know that we'd ever have an election again. And that ain't hyperbole. Like Don Lemon said it best, if Donald Trump wants us to quit saying he's a threat to democracy, then he needs to quit being a threat to democracy. But I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in every day and supporting what it is that I do. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, be sure to. I was looking at my analytics the other day, and 51% of the people listening to my videos on a daily basis still hasn't hit the subscribe button. So if you could do that, you get us over the hump. We hit over 300,000 a while back, and I just can't wait to see how far we can take it. And I appreciate you guys helping me get it this far. But we'll just keep pushing forward. We'll keep exposing the lies, and we'll keep standing up for the truth. And remember, folks, we're on the right side of history regardless. No matter what, I truly believe in my heart of hearts, we are on the right side of history.